to all my beautiful guys, gals, non-binary pals. Yesterday, I got this in the mail. It finally came. Jazza'S JazzyArtBox. When Jazza first announced he was making a subscription box, I accepted I was gonna lose all my money. So, as soon as it came out, I bought it. And the story of how I bought it is actually quite funny, so I'll actually tell you later. But now you clicked on this to see me open something. And that's what I'm gonna do, using this perfectly safe pair of scissors without supervision. I have Milky, my best friend slash editor slash person behind the camera. I waited months for this thing. And here we have Jazza's beautiful face. Put my face on your face. No, I'm not gonna ruin this beautiful, kind of ruined by the postman box. I'm sorry. Okay. So we have here a list of all the things in JazzyArtBox. We have here a code that I shouldn't be showing you. Milky blur that out. And I just threw it on the floor. This is a drawing made by Jazza. And he made this with all the supplies in the box just to kind of show what you can do with it. We have a bookmark with Jazza kind of awkwardly squashed. Amazing. This is what I've been waiting for. The Spectrum Noir Illustrator markers. Jazza actually helped make this, and this is just a one-of-a-kind JazzyArtBox thing. And this is amazing because I've never had this kind of markers before, because if you don't know, they're very, very expensive, and I wasn't about to spend a lot of money on something I wasn't sure if I would like or not, so when I found out that those were gonna be in the box, I was very excited. And so we have an eraser, a dust-free eraser, which is good because, you know, I erase a lot and then have to clean everything. And, okay, let's move on. We have some fine liners in here. I have used lots of fine liners, so I'm excited to see what these things can do. Then we have a weird pen in a language I cannot read. Let's get out our magic. Shh. Milky's making sounds behind the camera. Okay, let's get out. Did I not open this? No, I didn't. I need more scissors. Yeah, there we go. Come out, thingy. Okay, here we go. Oh, I actually... Okay, it's a marker. I cannot read anything on this, so we'll try it out later and see what it does. I know this. I've heard of this before. This is a water-based marker that has 2 nibs. Cool stuff. Let's... and I've looked everywhere for a good white gel pen. I've used many and they've all sucked. So I think this is finally the one. I hope so, because I'm tired and I've spent far too much money on pens. And then we have this. And this is a blue pencil, a Prismacolor blue pencil that's actually for sketching. And this is really exciting for me because I used to sketch everything with a blue pencil. Everything. And I used it until it was about this size. And then it ended. I couldn't use it anymore. And you are probably thinking, why didn't you just buy a new one? I couldn't, because I found that pencil on the ground at my school. I didn't know the name of the brand. It didn't have anything written on it. I have no idea where it came from. It just found its way to me. So then I couldn't use it anymore. So let's see if this beauty can compete with Playground pencil. Then we have this kind of small mechanical pencil. It's funny because if you don't know my old mechanical pencil, I'll show it later when I'm drawing. It's not exactly functional anymore. And so I'm excited to see if this can actually be the replacement, because I've been looking for a good replacement for a while and I've yet to find it. Then we have these things. And these are the Faber-Castell color pencils. So I have a lot of experience with these. These are the ones that I actually use for coloring. So I knew that I was gonna get a supply I already have in the box, but as you know, the colors in here are the ones that you end up using more often. So even if I use all the ones that I already have, I have spare, so that's actually helpful. Then we have some blending card for those markers. I have never used it because, as I said, I've never used fancy markers before. Then we have this thing. It's the pencil case, and it's really tiny and small, and it's there we go. Look at it. It's so tiny. Just to give you an idea, this is my current pencil case. It's not a pencil case, it's a bag. It's literally a bag. And I'm an introvert that doesn't leave the house very often, but on that really rare occasion that I do, that thing is a pain to travel with. So yes, this is gonna be very helpful just to keep the stuff I use every day instead of that monstrosity you saw over there. And then we have this sketchbook, this fancy sketchbook. It's its name, it's just fancy sketchbook. And I was really on the fence about this thing. Let me just try not to ruin it with the scissors, as I cut something without cutting all the pages. There we go. Because I usually never liked using these kinds of sketchbooks, the ones that don't have those little circular things here, because I like to do a lot of tracing. I have a light table, and so if I do a sketch in here, like in this sketchbook, and I want to transfer it to another piece of paper, it would be really impossible to do that because I can't really use very easily the light table on this thing. The bright side of these kinds of sketchbooks is that you can do like a big drawing using both pages, but I always liked buying just bigger sketchbooks with a larger paper for this. But I'm excited to try it because I feel like I haven't given these sketchbooks a fair chance, so it might be useful for traveling and stuff. Okay, so that's everything. It's not everything. Oh my god. Here. No, I'll give you. Can you hear it? Wait. I'm gonna do the magical. Oh, there we go. Now that's everything. And that was really loud. RIP headphones user. So, there we go. That's everything in the box. We have a bunch of new art supplies. And now I guess I have to do something. But in my drawing, I'm gonna try and use most of these art supplies, but I'm not gonna be using the markers. Because as I said, I've never used these markers before, and I want to make a video just about my first experience with these and just, you know, trying this for the first time. So I'm gonna be doing a drawing trying out the mechanical pencil and this for sketching, the fine liners, the pencils, and I'm gonna be using this sketchbook, and let's see what we can come up with. Okay, so now we have here the sketchbook, and I put all the supplies in here. The first thing I noticed, I didn't notice it when I opened it. This thing is really thick. It's really thick. So it can probably take the markers. In fact, I'm gonna do a special test. I have a Sharpie in my old pencil case. Here I have a Sharpie. And these things bleed through a lot. So I just made some sketches to test out the paper. And if we go like this, it just, you can see it, but it doesn't bleed through. Well, I remember in school I used to make drawings with a Sharpie and it bled through like 5 pages, so this paper is really good. So, and I promised to show you my old mechanical pencil for comparison. Here it is the thing. I lost the eraser in here, and if you do this, the lead falls out. So it works, but at the same time it kind of doesn't anymore. Okay, now we have a proper mechanical pencil. I'm gonna use it to sketch something out in here. I might also use this thing, the blue pencil, to see if it can compete with the playground pencil I mentioned earlier. And you're probably wondering what I'm gonna be drawing. So I was looking through the colors we have, and I wanted to use as many of them as possible. So I think I'm gonna draw Skull Kid from Majora's Mask. So I was a Nintendo kid. I grew up on Zelda and Pokemon and stuff, and so I think that's gonna be a good option. Sharpening the pencil. This thing is really darker than the pencil I used to use before. So let's see, I'm just gonna pull a couple of references for Skull Kid because I haven't played the game in a while and I kinda need a reference picture. It's not cheating, it's just having your notes next to you. I guess that's kinda cheating. Okay. Yeah, I really like his design. I really love the design of the mask. So I'm gonna be doing some sketches in here just to kind of figure out the pose I want and his outfit. And then I'm gonna be doing the final drawing on a separate piece of paper. So I'm sorry I'm not gonna be using just the supplies in the box, but it's paper. So I hope you don't really mind. Okay, so let's just see the mask and see. Yeah, it is darker than the one I used to use. So if this is his head, the mask is gonna go around like so. And the mask is really big, and the problem is the eyes. You need to get the eyes right, because if you don't, he's just gonna end up looking really derpy. Because his eyes are kind of scary. I found them scary when I was younger, but I was probably just a wuss. Okay, he has his eyes like here, and then he has these things that go around here, and it's red. This is really bad. I'm really messing up. This is just so I kind of remember the design of the mask, because I've totally forgotten it by now. He has some spikes that go here. This is really bad. Okay, let's just stop that now. And the pose. I kind of want him to be playing with a little instrument thing. I've seen a few poses I like, so I'm gonna try to combine two of them and do something. I'm just gonna do a very small sketch. So he has his mask in here and the head thingy behind him and the things. And I kind of want him to be like this, because I'm not gonna be drawing a background, because I have a style of drawing in mind that doesn't really work with the background, and so it's better if he's just kind of floating, you know, and his legs go like this, and I want him to be playing the thingy. So he has his hands like this. This is just so I can figure out, and I'm gonna be doing on a vertical piece of paper, so something like this. Okay, this is awful, but I'm gonna try and do something actually good. So let's do a small, tiny version of the drawing I want in here, just so I can warm up. So he's gonna be facing us, kind of, just, we know, those creepy eyes and stuff. He's gonna be facing us like so, with the eyes, the red things, and all the markings on the mask, as you do. Okay, the markings, and I always like this thingy he has on his head. It's a hat or thingy, so I kind of want to emphasize it, make it really big and stand out a lot more. Kind of like that, with the horns being less obvious. Okay, so if he's gonna be like this, and he's gonna be playing the thingy, so if he has it here, like this, he's gonna be holding it, one hand here, and he's gonna be kind of like this with his legs over here, and this is a shoulder, so it's like this, and then like this. It would work, I hope. And then he has a hand here and another hand behind here going like this, and he has these glove things going on, these green gloves. This is why I like him and wanted to draw him. He has so many colors, and if you want to show off the pencils, you gotta use all the colors. And he has like a thing around his neck like this, and then these things on his shoulders, and then it's kind of a skirt thing going on with his belt. And then he has, of course, the amazing legs going here with the amazing pointy shoes. So okay, I'm not drawing anything good on these things, so let's just toss it back over there. And I'm gonna grab here a bigger piece of paper and see if I can actually do something good, because today is not my day. It's definitely not my day. So here we have the piece of paper I want, and it's not my first time drawing Skull Kid, so I hope this works out. Okay, so I think I'm better off using the mechanical pencil. I haven't sketched with a blue pencil in so long. Okay, so the pose we want starts off like this. Actually, if he's gonna be with his legs this way, his head should be... That's a really nice eraser. Surprise! Okay, yeah, his head should be here. Perfect. And it should be a bit bigger, because the mask has so many details and stuff that we really need to show them all. So if his head, this is the basis, the mask goes around here like so, and down again like so. And his head might be a bit tilted, so it might not be symmetrical. And he has like a chin. The mask has a chin, of course. Okay, so if he has... Now the eyes, as I said before, we need to get them absolutely right. So he's gonna be staring at us with these very creepy eyes that he has. Perfect, nice and creepy. I always thought they were creepy, so I want to capture the creepiness. Perfect. Okay, so now let's move on to all the details in the mask. Starting off with the little things he has. Okay, it's good. So now the mask goes like so. It has another reddish layer that goes into here and then goes back up. It's something. So then he has this thing that goes like this, more like so. And this thing we might need to erase later because it's where he's gonna be playing his little thing. He has these holes here for his nose and stuff. And then he has, of course, the spikes on his head. Beautiful spikes, amazing. But as I said, I want to give more emphasis to this thing, like so, the head thingy. So I really wanted to stand out and kind of make him less blocky over the head, kind of break that square shape the drawing would have had otherwise. Okay, we have a pose. He's gonna be with his shoulders here, and his body is gonna go like so, and his legs are gonna go like so, and then he's gonna be playing the thingy. Okay, so let's just add the amazing spikes down here. You just love it when you go shopping for a mask and you find one just full of spikes. I always like that. I don't know what I'm saying. It's way too late for me to be using my brain at this point. Okay, so just adding all these things that I really want them to stand out behind the spikes. This is just a sketch. What I'm gonna do after this, as I mentioned before, I have a light table, and I want to transfer this to this paper, mid-tone paper. So I'm not too worried about the details here, because as I'm transferring it, I'm gonna go into a little bit more depth with them. Okay, so he has this thing around his neck, this little thing, but we might need to erase that later because we're not gonna really see that, because he's gonna be playing this thing. Here we go. So we're not gonna see any of that. And then it has this little thing that goes like so. Okay, and I want his hands to be here because that's how he plays it. There's these whole things. So he's gonna have one hand here and one hand here. And he's gonna be, maybe, I said before his elbow would go down, but it kind of makes more sense if it goes to the side like so. Okay, so let's just work on the rest of the body before we move on to the hands and stuff. So his belt is gonna be here, and that kind of means that later it's gonna go down like so and kind of have some darker area, and his belt is kind of connected with these things. Perfect. Yeah, that's okay. And then he has another skirt thing. Okay, it's more like short thing underneath, but you know, we're just calling it the green thing. That's what it is. It's a green thing that he has down here. And his legs, I really like. I made his legs way too long. They need to be more like this. He has really skinny legs, and then he has large boots that defy gravity because they're so big and they're not falling right out of his feet. Okay, and his boots kind of go like so. Nice. And they have straps. I'm looking at the picture. They have these strap thingies. And this is this leg, and the other leg kind of goes down like so. I'll adjust the pose later as I'm transferring it to the finished piece of paper. I just want to get the idea of the silhouette I'm gonna give him. Okay, and you kind of get to see the bottom of his shoe here because he's like so. He has a knee here. Perfect, nice. Okay, so let's give an idea of the arms, just so when I'm doing this on the final piece of paper I don't just lose my mind over not understanding the hand. So he has like 4 fingers here, and then we just see the glove thing here because he has the green glove thing. And then his arm kind of goes like so, and we see his shoulder here and his arm kind of going there. And then we have his other hand. Let's put his fingers around here, and he's playing it like so, and has the green thing, and then his elbow. Then we kind of see the rest of his arm and his sleeve thingies. Okay, so this is done. I'm not gonna bother showing you me transferring it because it's just gonna be me drawing this again, just on another piece of paper of a different color. And when I'm done with that, I'm gonna come back and we're gonna do all the coloring. I'm just gonna adjust this, maybe giving some more butt, maybe just do like so. Yeah, I'm gonna try and fix, the mask is not really good, I'm gonna try to fix that, and when I'm done, I'm gonna show you, and there's also these things missing up here. Yeah, I'm gonna try and fix the mask a little bit, and maybe make his legs shorter on the transfer drawing. Okay, so I'm gonna do that, and then we're gonna come back.
2 hours later.
So, as you can see, I start off by using the fine liners to go around the outlines of the character, using the thicker ones for more solid areas like the mask and the clothing, and the thinner ones for the details, especially in the mask area. Once I'm done, I erase everything. This eraser is really good, by the way, I really love it. I really need to try and make sure it doesn't get eaten by any of my dogs. Once I'm happy with the outline, I get all these color pencils and start coloring. These pencils are really good, they are so vibrant, the color is so rich, and of course they are excellent for blending. Even though the colors are really different, I'm able to blend them quite well. As you can see, when I start painting the mask, I find a problem. None of the colors really add up to the original color of the mask, so what I have to do is blend this violet color with the blue to try and get the purple I want. As you can see, in the end I kinda cheat a little bit. Since these colors were harder to blend than all the other ones, I grabbed my colorless blender and just use it to make the transition a little bit better. It's kinda cheating, but the effect is almost the same as without the blender, it just makes it a little bit better. I then keep going around the character, blending the different colors to try and get the most authentic results and the original colors of the character. Now, while you watch me finish up this thing, I think I should tell you that amazing story about how I actually got the box. So, I just got out of the shower and, as any young person would do, I check my phone and see that Jazza has just uploaded a new video. And it was the announcement video for the isolation competition. I knew I wasn't gonna be able to participate because of exams and final projects and stuff, but I still watched the video. And somewhere in the video he announced that the box was actually for sale, so this was before the official announcement video. And of course, as any sane person would do, I got up, soaking wet, I was just out of the shower. And I went to see my mom because her work area is right next to the bathroom. And I said, "Mom, I need to use your computer." And I ordered the box, but it took a little bit longer than I expected and I was just getting water everywhere. But it worked, I got the box, and the next day I have a terrible cough. And I actually got to sit out during PE class because it was so bad. So thanks, Jazza, not only did you get me an amazing box, you also got me out of PE class, so thanks for that. Once I'm done with the coloring, I grab the thickest fine liner I have in the box and I go around the outline of the character. I really like this effect, I think it really makes it pop in the page, especially since it doesn't have a background. Once I'm done with that, I grab the white colored pencil, and that's one of the reasons I chose this kind of paper instead of the paper that came in the box, like the sketchbook, because with this paper I can really use the white pencil. So I go around the entire character with the white pencil to make it pop even more in the page, and I like this effect. It's kind of and it works really well even without the background. So I guess we're done now. Let's do a final reveal, shall we? So I finished. This is our beautiful final product, skull kit from Majora's Mask. I think it turned out okay. It's not my best work since I was kind of in a hurry to get it finished in time for the video, but I really like it. I hope you like it too, and stick around to see me do more fun artsy stuff. In the future, I will probably be using these supplies again in future videos, and remember that I'll make a separate video for those markers, so if you want to see that, please subscribe and leave a like if you think this drawing is at least okay. Please. So I hope you liked the video, and I'll see you guys on the other side. Bye!